Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video with me, Coach Ritika, and today I'm going to discuss the 5 mistakes which you should avoid making while doing deadlifts. Now these are not the common mistakes which we usually know. These are the mistakes which people usually ignore, but they are super important if you want to stay injury free or if you want to take your deadlift game to the next level. So keep watching this video. Okay guys, before I dive into the topic, if you like the content I'm putting out here, then take a moment and support me and my channel by subscribing to my channel and also the bell icon so that you get notified when I upload videos. Okay guys, let's dive straight into the topic. Number 1 mistake which you should avoid doing while doing deadlifts is basically raising the hips before your shoulders. So this is what I mean. So usually what people do is when they are in this position, their starting position of the deadlift, right? They take the position, they keep their back neutral, but just before pulling the bar up, they tend to lift their hips up and then they tend to come up, which is not really good. So you have to ensure that your shoulders and your hips are rising at the same time. This is super important guys, okay? Make sure your shoulders and hips rising up at the same time, squeezing the glutes at the top, and from there again going down at the same time. Number 2, hyperextension guys. So once you are in the starting position, when they finish the deadlift, they tend to hyperextend the back and then go back down again, which is like really bad for your back. So we all know that curling the back is bad for the back, but hyperextending the back at the finishing position is even more bad guys, okay? So make sure that you do not hyperextend the back and make sure you just stand straight, squeeze your glutes and go back down again. Number 3, not maintaining a straight bar path. Now what do I mean by that? So usually what people do is when they take their starting position, they tend to push their knees too forward. When your knees are too forward, you can't take the bar straight up in one line. So what they do is they tend to move the bar around the knees and stand up straight, which is really not good. So you have to make sure that when you take the starting position, okay, your knees are at a position where your bar can come up in one straight line. So make sure of that. Don't push the knees too forward. Think about pushing your hips back, a little bit back, so that your knees don't come in the way of your bar path and your bar can come up in one straight line. Number 4, shifting the weight on the toes. So many people, what they do is they tend to lift their hips way too high, and because of which when they get to the starting position, their weight shifts forward to the toes and their heels get slightly off the ground. So this is the position that they take and they tend to do the deadlift. So another thing that happens when you shift your weight forward on your toes is your bar tends to get away from you. So look at my position at this point of time. I'm shifting my weight forward, the bar is not close to my body, which is not really a good position. And then if in this position I do the deadlift, there are chances of injury. So make sure that the bar is closer to your body, number 1. Number 2, the weight should be equally distributed on your feet, okay? Your toes, your midfoot, your heels, everything has to be rooted on the ground, and basically your position should be firm and then you should be doing a deadlift. Alright, now next move on to the last and the final mistake, last but not the least. And it is zero hip extension. So I've seen people do deadlifts and this is what they tend to do. They get into the starting position and they kind of do heavy deadlifts, but they don't extend their hips. This is what they do. And they do multiple reps, but this is not really good guys, okay? So whenever you're performing a deadlift, you will have to ensure that you are standing up completely straight, squeezing your glutes, full hip extension, and from there you are going down again. Alright, these are the 5 mistakes, simple mistakes which you can avoid doing if you want to lift heavy and be stronger. And yeah, this is the end of the video. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have any questions, just drop in a comment below and I'm definitely going to get back to you. Also, if you still haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do me a favor guys and hit that red subscribe button, and I'm going to see you in the next video.